mean 911.
No, 811.
No, I need to know where to dig a hole.
That's right. I like that. That's a golfing joke too, you know.
My God, good. No. Well, I guess it's about time we got started. Good to see everyone here tonight. It was not so awfully awful when we were in the car as I was afraid it was going to be. It's still a summer day, but not like some of these we had. And, you know, got a niece in Phoenix, and we're looking, what was that, 107, 108 lawns? What would you say it was in Phoenix?
Well, it's getting pretty bad when your mom doesn't even pay attention to you.
Story of my life. So neglected. Well, let's start chapter 9. Why not? Continue the same thought we brought up in chapter 8. Big picture, there's a question of money, year-long process throughout most of the areas. It's happened in Macedon. They're trying to get it going in Achaia, which is where Corinth is. And it's to help the poor saints in Jerusalem. So he's trying to encourage them to keep up with their pledge of generosity and fulfill their pledge and have money ready for when he comes. Okay. Across in chapter 8, a couple thoughts. First of all, the idea that they first gave themselves to the Lord. And one that this afternoon I realized we receive if it's first done in English. I was thinking how if you've given the Lord, then what you do free will. You're going to want to do it. You're going to be eager to do it. Say you do give. I'm not saying you give a large amount, but it's not really what in every good willing. Or whatever, you know, you give, but not with the best. It's you don't want to hear it from brother so and so. You don't want to disappoint elders, or you know, you'll be embarrassed. But you know, let you have it afterwards. You get it for not 100% best reason. Every gift is going to go into church and it's going to be used for good. It's just that you as the giver are not going to get the benefit of giving because you didn't lead the way. That makes sense?
Yeah.
People have that, you know, who gives for giving taints the actual what is given. And no, it doesn't. I mean, you know, I can't take your dirty money. I don't have any money. You know, someone wants to give me money, they, you know, at a casino. We launder it into something good, you know, something more like how to use money. There's no such dirt of how. But yeah, you give yourself to the Lord, then it's clear to give willing. If your giving is not willing, you got to look at that first part. Now, we'll continue this. Let's read the 4 verses.
Now, during the stream saints, it is
Superfluous means a waste of time. Superfluous.
to write to you. I know your witness goes to the Macedonians in Achaia a year ago, and your zeal stirred up. I have sent the brethren, lest our boast of you should be in vain in this respect. You may be, lest some Macedonians come with me and unprepared, mention you, should be ashamed of the boasting. Your
remember the first time and it was like a school setting, I came across a word and I read it out loud for whatever reason, and I superfluous, and I was corrected. Sometimes it's a thing you get wrong that when you learn that you never forget, right? Never going to miss superfluous. Okay. So we finished this history. Same thing with chapter. I think it's verse 4, verse 8, and around verse 12. 13, Acts 11. The benevolence of the church is for the saints. Any benevolence to be given, that's the responsibility of the individual. But hey, idea about giving, and it's almost like I don't want to. Because y'all already generosity. Okay, let's just stop for a second. What do you want the city to be for? What is the invitation you want this place to have? Let's say we have a guest speaker. We have a gospel speaker. He gets up here and says, today I was on giving you a sermon on that anyway. The whole brother knows that you're real top drugs. I'm going to talk, or he might still preach on that. Play that blank Hub City to have. What do you want us to be for?
Little children, let us alone.
Well, that can't be a wrong answer. Yeah.
Like generosity.
Okay, generosity. Because you took the Lord's Supper on the right day of the week. They want the disciples to know Christians are love. And anything now it's going to be, well, I was going to say, but let's just go. Okay, love, generosity. Okay. We have a reputation for being a generous congregation. That the individual members being generous. And then at Christmas time, putting a 20 in when that happened, about just a gift. Learn a lot of what goes into that and why we do that as we continue. I'm not for any particular answer. This is I know what reigns. Teaching the okay now. I just don't get this because to me it's kind of odd, but most congregations teach the only and love, or they're all love and can go hand. Why must it be one at the expense of the other when it is clear that not only can you have, but you have to have both? Being loving doesn't mean teaching the truth, and teaching the truth both doesn't mean that you go. I remember when I was in preaching school, someone said someone preaching sermons of which was a soft preacher. Tell you what, I didn't personally know what I says, if a preacher is not loved, that's going to be the softest, toughest sermons the congregation's hear. But too many preachers love is, well, let's be nice, you know, hand each other a cup, sing, and hold. No. What you got back there, Josh?
First of all,
Oh, here you go. Pepper. Oh, that's not my favorite. And if more for me.
So, the idea of genuine says let be genuine. The counseling is congruence. Love to talk about incongruence because the outsides don't match the inside. It's when you're feeling demonstrated through behavior. We could be hypocrisy. I think it's a twofold thing. One, to make sure that at the same time that we talk about struggles when we try to and I think we're really clear in our going in one direction. Practice what you preach. I don't think anybody struggles with that. But then comes time to talk about where we struggle or where we need to. Because for some reason there's this concede any weakness that we somehow damage our ability. Why I end up in the conversation of truth versus love. I'm so scared not to right that we accept authenticity because it's important to look at and to do right. Sermon over.
I think hey, something intentional.
Yeah.
I know I am different than how I'm saying. But yeah, there is something that or just in Congress, in agreement. There's a consistency and a harmony to what we believe and what we practice. We're not, you know, home doers. We are consistent, not just the we're with, but even getting around to but we feel safe engaging those things because that this family assignment will be before. We know that everyone has our back, and so we should be honored because no one sit half gossip. Did you hear what Neil said? Like that. It should be like that.
Sure.
This is me. 3 feet at me, at you, and come to God. What that means. But you know, I don't want to appear vulnerable. I don't want to say I have a hard time with this, but it's going to be something. Okay. John first, then Josh again.
I think that the word included in it.
Oh yeah.
How you can separate.
Yes.
Yeah. The idea of concurrence with what I said here. You don't have love. It's visible.
Indeed. Again.
Well, I'm kind of following up on what I said. You know, I think we're back like serving as an
Well,
and it might be God is unreasonable. I mean, most of our there are days for all of us our bellies just trying to hang on to life. And will that exist consistently? But to be a part of a people afraid to acknowledge brokenness and acknowledge the fact that serving them, it's like tears on your face, hanging on to your life. Just feel like ones who need to lean into that. Around the same.
As being said, the heads, you know, nodding. And, I can sit and teach and act like I got it together in here, but you don't see me at home when I got that, when I'm talking about this, about that.
I do.
Boy, I tell you, you know, get to whine me, and I've done that. Oh, but it's hard. That's why we need to each other's lives. That's why we need to pray. Okay.
Well, along with our study on mornings on people think just all together. They have to get, I think, well, how do you be part of that group?
I heard that the church is a hospital. You got every sick person who's willing to come to the doctor, if you want it that way, a physician. Here.
Yes, I wanted to go back to verse 4 for a second. Because lest if Macedonians come and find you unprepared, not to mention you, should be as confident in life. The reason at the time was in this.
Well, it's, I bring at you. Now you follow with the story. It'll just me and you and everyone else, you know. So, what else do you see for? And we've had some cracker answers here, and I can't say we any. We have a sound downstairs, right? About the spirits that start to grow and start to kids. They had immense. We need on to the back primary. You know, because debate. There's one over for the bottle. Use the Lord's ministry. We can't do that. The First Corinthians 15 spiritual authority for a primary. Not all sleep, but we will all be changed. Mark.
Summing up the combination of love in her and the love that you demonstrate by life, to be letting the light of Jesus Christ. That would be one way like our to be characterized by people's gifts.
That's right out of the mountain, ain't it? Good work, glorify you in heaven. So the next people who, you know, pray, you know, they'll look. There's a difference. People can tell the difference. You do it yourself. Look to very good. And you have some comments. Read on verses 5 to 9.
So it's necessary to urge them that they would go on ahead to you and arrange belief in your previous bountiful gift. The same is not affected by covenant. Now this I say, he who sows sparingly will reap sparingly. He who sows will also reap. Each one must do as he has proposed in his heart, not grudgingly or under compulsion. For God loves a cheerful giver, and God is able to make all grace abound to you, so that all have in sufficiency for everything. They have an abundance for every good.
Okay. I ask you, math. 1 acre of seed, and another farmer plants 10 acres of seed. All equal quality of seed, farmer scales. Who's going to more at the end of the season?
The farmer that planted 10 acres.
Go. You sow bountifully, you reap bountifully. We could think of that as amount that sown. But I think that also goes into the going as well. The farmer who at 10 o'clock goes out there, busts, and he waits 2 weeks. Also the other one, you know, headlights out and headlights back, crackers bust, it immediately. And, of the sowing can be described as right? So how do you, like I would tell sow in mercy? How do you sow good seed? Is your spirituality the important thing in your life? Is it all complete? Or is it one of many competing priorities in your life? The level of development is you put it, a little bit of your life or all of your life. You see, not just the amount that you sow acres, but the quality of itself. How serious is your life you put into it goes into not a sowing is or bound. Preachers say I repeat a lot. Everything in your life. And the only thing that can meet that claim. There are things I ask for yourself, but they don't deserve it, right? And hobbies and friends and this and that. You might feel do it, but only Christianity validates that you give your all. And it really, we can talk about sowing versus balancing. Really, it's real sowing or not is whole. What are you? Take a look at Hosea. I already mentioned that. How horrible the people were. To a unfaithful process. Chapter 10, he says that you're half-hearted. They had a band. They were just mixing other things. So you can be, you can even be and hearted. Is it spare or is it sowing versus not at all?
You kind of answered my question. The preacher that you were talking about, Christianity all what? And I think we want to quantify that. All my time, all my money, all of my energy, all of my focus, that becomes unreal. There's no way we're going to wait 24 hours, days a week, pray, study, evangelize. So we know it can't be all of our time. There are things that we do with our friends that are perfectly acceptable. Keep rooms open, we children, all money. So it makes it sound like measured and quantifiable. And what I felt like you were getting with the genuineness.
Right.
Genuineness is that all certainly is for beginning in verse 5 about
Yes.
because we the quantifiable concept make it more about sincerity, genuine dedication rather than some sort of mental amount.
So you can give all your heart to God. Amongst other things, you will be diligent on the job. Be a father and a husband that to the family and pays the bills, and you do the things that must be done. So you can say it's all of your heart in that sense.
And those are the avenues by which we.
I'm sorry?
Those are the avenues by which we do that.
Yeah, exactly right.
Our money, time, all of that.
Competing priorities, extensions.
Layered, yeah.
They're layered. They're layered.
Go back to verse for a second. When it says, therefore I thought it necessary to prepare the bread good ahead of time, and obligation according to your giver. God, like God is a giver. We do it like every day of the week. How is that related to Scripture? Like in verse, is it kind of like the same?
I understand how's it related.
So we were talking about being sincere in our service, and to start thinking about the attitude that we give. So whether we're of our or love each other or going to our job, we should all have an attitude that.
If this does answer your question, what does it mean that God loves a cheerful? That mean you got a drill from the money plate? The giving in the fire. We don't look at it giving as an obligation I have to, but opportunity. I do for church. Well, let me answer. I'm to do that, right? Love a cheerful.
So do we.
Ever heard? Tell it hurt. Let's try and give and tell. Now, let's say you're not the cheerful giver. You're not the. I since giving is not cheerful, I just don't give at all. Well, first of all, church did you get? On that, I told him you should. I think this is not bad. Fake it till you make it. Give. You don't write about it. Just give. I think after all, that might run on your take giving to where you might become a cheerful giver just from being in the habit of giving. So some like that phrase, fake it till you make it, but I there's some to it because that changes the good. I
think last week, you're not going to give without and so until you make it. It won't be very long until you feel the rewards. It's like that. This is. I don't want us to give. He needs our money or. He wants.
gotta give to God.
He wants us to give. It's good to us.
Yeah. Okay. Paul on Mars, God is not in his hands as he needs any one of us. But it's just the opposite. Him.
I'm really everything goes back to creation, like everything point of there. And I don't know, lately in my drive around are funny. God created this world for us to live in it, it's our domain for Jesus died so that we could have inheritance. And but the man lives, we're half, it's king building the city, it's these brick walls. But God made it to where we would all be in harmony with each other of the city. And so provides to like more permanently. We wrestle with always with I interview and creator.
Right.
And so acknowledging this creator, this awesome creator is me, and my house is not myself, is not my walls, is not my fence, house, not. It's that if I'm outside in a tent, the Lord is going to provide. He's still taking care of me.
I mean, God didn't make a parlor trick just to do.
In his
He is the highest order and word I look up the stars and I'm thinking, that have to take us. I like that idea of everything comes to create. Good idea. What you got?
I think you have to draw mercy.
Okay, how so?
Replace giving mercy here. It's the same. It does the mercy draw. It's still giving, I think, than per se, because there's art with that.
I didn't mention it tonight, and thank you. I mentioned. I think we should study this more than just the general of giving and the sacrifices that are Christianity. And part of that is hard. Jesus tells the disciples 3, 4 times, 7 times a day. Oh, Lord, increase our faith. Yeah, it's like up in the sea. You know, it's hard to do without machines. And Jesus, you can do it if you had the forgiving force of power. Example of the man who spent all day in the field as a servant. When he comes home, he still has more work to do. You could be in the field of the world all day long, and you still have more work. Wait, come grovel, be for on not on them.
My heart is made super nerd.
Well, it's never worked for you before.
Here it's the science of faith and religion. So it's in our brain neurologically, and we commit our power specifically. Teaching my CSR, the cognitive science of religion, it really is the nature of our creation that we have structure in our brain that move us to called costly. And what is that people are naturally mind selfish. We are not. We find benefit in giving specific sacrifice because we understand that a personal sacrifice, putting myself in the losing position, is for community as a whole, and that's our design. That's not something that we have to learn. You'll see a 2-3-year-old, while they might share with you, you'll also see times they'll go up and they will give something theirs to a child. That's always taught. It is seen in the structures of the brain as far as how we are designed toward preservation of the community good as well. It's done through whatever you want to call it. Cool.
I like it a lot. Good. We've got a few minutes to finish this. Like I said, we that the giving funds to the states. For anybody, and verse here that used to make that. Let's see. Read these.
Now may he do the word bread, supply and multiply the seed you sow, increase the fruits of righteousness, while you are enriched in everything for liberty causes to us. And the administration of this only supplies the needs of the saints, also through thanks to God. Proof of the ministry they glorify for the obedience obedience to the gospel of Christ, and for your liberal all men, and by their prayer for you, who because of the and be to God his pardonable gift.
Thank you. Your own personal generosity. Think of this. How generous has God with you? Well, it's a little embarrassing now. I mean, God has been super generous with me, more than I can even imagine. And I'm hoping, oh, even make nonsense. Seeing that generosity in God, inspired generosity in all things Christian. This money should you want. God is generous, God is. Materially, but mostly spiritually, right? And we have every spiritual. And what do you have that has been given you by God, right? Every good, perfect gift. You know, you also giggling. Every perfect gift comes down from God, right? From the does not change, the Bible says. We've always been generous, and we know we always will be generous, right? So, there in verse 18 says that this money is going to be to the church and all men. So the argument is, okay, we'll give this money and it'll go to the Jerusalem church, and it'll the needs of the saints first. It's going to be given to everyone else. Non-Christian. Contradicts the things that we've already seen about it being just verse 12. But realize that there's another take this. Instead of which like everyone else. Okay, everyone else, but how else? Everyone else in the city of Jerusalem or the other saints in the area of Judea, because times didn't hit just. We're going to send a contribution to the church in Jerusalem, to the in Jerusalem, and we're going to send this money to the church in and so they're sent to I don't know. Not just one city. Trouble is area wide. More likely, was given to the church in Jerusalem to take care of the needs of Jerusalem, then non-Jews in Jerusalem or outside of Jerusalem. I think the second is interpretation, and here's why. Whoever it is that receives the gift, 12 through 14, it says that they glorify God, they're thankful to God, and they pray for you. Now you are going to glorify and pray for. They're non-Christians. They don't do that kind of stuff. This is the activity of believers, of saints, right? This is the people in Jerusalem who are Christians and people out of Jerusalem who are Christians. They're going to be so grateful for what you've done. They're going to thank you. They're going to thank God because of what you've done. Okay, that makes sense. But if say man must mean Christians, I think we've got some early interpretations here.
Yet, but in the version I'm looking at, I'm sure it's another italic.
Yeah.
Which means so that the word all is identified by the context in order to find out who they are.
Yes, yeah. Italicized words don't mean they're emphasized. That means that they're but it's words. You just go ahead and like all men. makes it even clearer about all that we
I
need
think
to
it's
help.
very great, talking about their prayer.
Exactly. So those who receive this glorify God, pray to God, and are thankful in the name of God for the giver. Well, kind of makes it like this whole give Christians to me. So, well, any other one more? You consider yourself, and we will end.
197 have the opening prayer. Brandon will have the opening.
We're grateful to be able to call ourselves your children. We're to come together and for the encouragement of our brothers and sisters to focus on you and prepare to go forward. Father, we want to thank you for those of our number that have and you've through, and we ask you to continue with them to cover. We ask you to be with us that are sick and back as it's your tonight we work and to refocus. So much for all of your blessings, Lord. And we thank you most of all for Jesus. We pray. Amen.
We've got a pretty full crowd. Hopefully, I don't just trip all myself. I'm going to read Mark 5. I'm kind of going through here. Everybody story, but some missed were pretty interesting. So, noticing to the other side of the trees, and when he out of the tomb with met him. And he had his dwelling among tombs, and no one to bind him, even with a chain. Often bound or shackled in chains, and had been torn into pieces, and no one was able or enough to do him. the tomb, crying out himself, and seeing this from a distance, ran up and bowed down. One of the things. We have a man who's full of demonic spirits, bows before Jesus. And crying out with a loud voice, he said, "What do I do with Jesus, Most High God? I am do not torment me." And said to him, "Come out of this man, spirit." Asking him what his name, and he said to him, "Legion, for we are many." And he began to entreat earnestly, and send them out of the country. Now he heard of demons entreated him, "Send us into the swamp that we may enter them." He gave permission, and coming a steep bank into the 2,000 of them. They were in the sea, and the herd ran away and repented in the sea. To see what it was happening. He came to Jesus and observed him sitting down in his right mind. Who had seen it and described them what happened to the demon-possessed man. They began to part of the region. And he has gathered the boat who had demon-possessed that he might. He did not let him, but go home to your and report to them. And how he had mercy on you. Went away and proclaimed what Jesus had done, and everyone marveled. There is only in the times Bible, but we have 3 intrusions, which is desperate than first you have and treat or ask to be sent into the swine out of the country. This that request, which is interesting. Jesus sends out, send them back to where they come. And then the second we have is people come and out capitalist. And then the third, when the man who healed. So these ladies are interesting. Answered by are the ones to somebody follow up. I was also as I was demons and grant the request. How much more willing would be our request? So it was interesting when we grant this, but if you jump ahead, one of the times, if not the time, Minneapolis is go to 7:30 again to the region of Tyre, came through Galilee, in the region of Minneapolis. And they brought him, one who spoke with difficulty, and they needed to him to lay his hand on the multitude himself, the ear. And after spitting, he with his again that Jesus healed. Jesus didn't grant the request original, but if you infer it from the scripture, you have a multitude of people to man there who wanted to follow Jesus. And then later, you have a multitude of people that Jesus to help people. And a multitude of people that they needed Jesus in their life. I thought that was good. And that's that for tonight. If anybody give anything, come to the front while we stand.
I am the
everybody. Hope everybody's had a good week so far. I know it's been a busy one for the house, so yours was. We look forward to having Paul preach and work with us here starting mid-September. Keep Flesher in your prayers, as well as Bobby Otwell, and of course, prayers have been answered. Thank you for that. This evening, Landon, as well as Cindy. It was good to see you guys out on Sunday, and of course, we hope Cindy will be with us soon as well. Jeanette Hamill, Grandma, is in the hospital. There.
She's back at the nursing home now. I think they just pulled a muscle. She's okay, but she can't quite keep it together. I don't remember what happened.
Well, I don't know if that's good or bad. But back in the nursing home is excellent, so that's good news. My daughter today had really low blood pressure, and she went over to the clinic today. Mom was over there, so she wasn't feeling really good. You keep Brittany in your prayers. The slots for the building cleaning was October, so December. So, folks, if you got a pen, if I give you one, please sign up as well. Bobby handed this to me. It was going to be this is lessons, or just a day. It's called All the King's Men. I'll post this on the blackboard. It'll be over at LU, School of Nursing over there, and it'll be on Saturday, September the 16th. Talking. Terry Black, Fritz, and Chuck Durham will be there. So 3 excellent speakers, and it'll be all during one day. So that would be probably you'll have to register to go to it on thelordspeople.org. But I'll put that back. Anything else? Excellent class time. That was very enjoyable. Thank you. A lot of preparation in that. Other announcements? Let's go to God. Dear Father, we have many on our list, Father, that need your help. Father, we also have a number of on our minds and on our list that especially need your help, Spirit. And Father, we ask that you know the needs and know that they will be met. You have answered our prayers many times, Father, and we're grateful. These prayers have been met. We ask, Father, that you be with us now and help us travel home safely and be back here at the next time to worship you. These things in your Son's name. Amen.
don't run around and